Hey guys! So tonight I'm going to be reacting to one of my favorite underrated groups with their comeback, Higher. It's A.C.E, and I just realized that they have a song called Take Me Higher and the song's called Higher, so I'm interested. The concepts of the photos seem so unique and so interesting. I feel like A.C.E is always kind of stepping up their game in terms of concept, so I'm really excited to see what they bring to the table with this. So without further ado, let's go. Also, A.C.E is one of those groups that I stand that hasn't had their first win, and they debuted a while back. So if you hear me try and like promote them, that's because they're very underrated, so yeah. I didn't realize Beat Interactive had that logo. Interesting sound for them. Donghoon. Okay, Byungkwan. This is such an interesting concept. In a way, this does feel like Take Me Higher, but in a more mature sound. Does that make sense? Wow. I love this fantasy concept. This is such an interesting concept change from what they've been doing recently. Feels like a mix of all of it. There's the more intense, powerful movements from like Savage, Undercover, and then the whole concept, the look itself is from like aspect ratio change. Is from like Favorite Boys. That song deserved better. Oh wow. Okay, the fit. Goodbye, Chan stands. It was nice to know you. Well, goodbye to all of us because I'm deceased with this. This is almost like a vocals sound like a ballad. All rounders, I swear to God. It's almost like the melody is not catchy, not as catchy as the other songs, but the instrumental is very party-esque. Wow, that was sick. The fits too. The fits are insane. I feel like A.C.E always has that down. Costume department, give them a raise. They're so pretty. Crazy. I wanted to see who choreographed it. No, put it back. Put it back. Ace choreographed this. Sick. Sick. Along with, who is that? They choreographed it alongside this group, dance group, a Korean dance group called the VIPs. Oh, is that meant to be a play on words? VIP? I think so. I don't know actually. Initial thoughts, I personally, that's not my favorite song in the entire world. But I feel like it's so interesting because Ace is, they tend, once they start one concept, they tend to stick with that concept for at least like 2 to 3 more comebacks before they go to another thing. And personally, I kind of appreciate that. I especially really love the concept that they had going with Savage and then with Undercover, or whatever came first. I kind of forget at this point. Same with their debut with Cactus and then Colleen. I feel like it's just the way that they have this concept and they're grounded in it, but then they add to it. I feel like it was Cactus, Colleen, then it went for more EDM. It kind of drew more in, became more of like a mature sound. Went from like a club beat to like Savage and like Undercover, which is very like fight clubby instead of dance clubby. It's more mature in that sense. Then they also did Take Me Higher, and that was just random out of the blue, like a spark of like light concept, which is super interesting, and I was very surprised when that came out. I feel like all in all, Ace is just very like versatile with their music, and it's kind of, honestly, when I first heard about them, I hadn't seen them before in 1 million, even though I was watching 1 million dances before I knew about Ace. I was kind of expecting kind of a very like standard concept, you know, like standard concept boy group, considering that these people were dancers as like, or mainly dancers as well as K-pop trainees. I kind of had the feeling that like, oh, they're just gonna be like a stereotypical boy group. No, sir. That was not what Ace was and not what they are. They are so like against the flow of mainstream styles, and I really like that. And even when they do adopt some of the mainstream styles that are happening in the music industry over there, it's still very distinctly Ace, and I appreciate that so much. If you haven't already, go check out the rest of their music. It's pretty insane. All their songs are top tier, including this one. So yeah. Other initial thoughts is that every single comeback, their styles just get so good, or they are always so good. Stan the costume department. I'm pretty sure their credits are probably at the end scene there too. And if I look, let's say stylist Regina Saw. Nothing pops up. Literally, absolutely nothing pops up, but that's fine. Props to the stylist. That was insane. Their fits are crazy every single time. I feel like Aces, the way that they're styled lends itself to their concept, which is huge. That's super huge. I don't know what else to say. Song rating. That's not my absolute favorite Ace song. I think my favorite is either a tie between Savage and Undercover. I really like those songs. That being said, all of Ace's music is very unique, and I think that's why it takes me a little bit to get used to each song every time they release a song. Personally, I don't know if I've ever liked an Ace song at first listen. Not to say their music is bad, their music is literally so good. Like, these guys were dancers before they were trainees, I think. Or maybe, or they're, all things considered, they were probably trainees at the same time as they were dancers for the same amount of time, considering how long it takes to debut in the industry. But even then, it's crazy because they were 1 million dancers, and you would think, you might think, they're dancers. Dancers most of the time cannot sing. Well, here's Ace to prove you wrong, I guess. Yeah, it just personally, like, sometimes the song, I don't know, like how I was complimenting them on like how their styles change, or how they stay consistent for 1 or 2 comebacks and they change their concept. I feel like to a certain extent, the change takes a little bit to get used to, because they're constant and then they switch it up a little bit each time. So I feel like, it takes me a little bit to get used to this. I'm definitely putting it in my playlist, as well as listening to the rest of the songs on this album, because I just love their voices. That's the thing, like, I love their voices so much. Whether they're singing or rapping, I just love their tones. I will give this song a 9.7 out of 10 for what it was. That extra 0.3 just needs to kind of kick in, I think, as I keep listening to the song. Dance rating. It was so unique to me because this dance is very powerful, and it kind of stands in juxtaposition with the way the song sounds, and sometimes that can be a little offsetting for some people, but for people like me who appreciate that kind of stuff, I think I've said that in a video before, it's just so cool to see it, because if the choreographer does it correctly, or if the choreographer is smart about what or how they style this kind of dance with this kind of song, and if the dancers can interpret it like correctly, it looks so sick. And that's exactly what they just did with this. I 100% like the dance way more than I like the song, which is kind of ironic because the dance doesn't match the song. So maybe I don't like the song as much as I thought I do, but I just need to listen to it more, I think. That being said, A.C.E, if you don't know who A.C.E is very known. I feel like they're very known for this kind of insane, blow your mind dance, or dances in general, that looks so difficult and literally looks so sore and painful, at least to me. And like, that is because, if you don't know, even though I've said it a couple times already, that they're trained, they did some dancing at 1 Million, which is a dance studio in South Korea, and they're super well known and prestigious just because they're all so talented. Yeah, so A.C.E is just so powerful. They're some of the most powerful dancers in K-pop, and I don't necessarily mean powerful by like in general, like wow, legendary, so powerful. I mean, they are legends, so that's a given. But like they're very powerful in the sense that they put so much energy into their movements, and they're so grounded and heavy in all their movements, and that's insane because they also have these moments of being graceful, and there are a few moments like that in this choreography too, which is insane. I could go on and on about A.C.E.'s dancing because A.C.E.'s dancing literally is so inspiring to me as a dancer, and they are some of the people I look to in terms of choreography. Like, one of the groups I will tell you that I look at and I say, this is what I can try and input to my own technique and improve using what I see from them. They're insane, they're crazy. I'm going to shut up before I make this video any longer than it actually is. I feel like all of A.C.E.'s dances just deserve an infinity out of 10, so infinity out of 10 for this dance. Final thoughts. It's been 4 years. Please stan A.C.E. For whatever reason, Korea just sleeps on them like as if they're the softest bed in the world. So please stan A.C.E. Obviously they're going to be promoting excuse me, on music shows. Please vote for them if you have the time. This is first win material, and I say that not even fully liking the song yet, so please go and vote for them. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any thoughts about this song, about this dance, about the music video, about the group, about your bias wrecker, feel free to drop your thoughts down below in the comments, as well as any questions you guys might have about A.C.E, and I will love to answer them for you. Also, if you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because by doing any of those things, you really give me a lot of support as a content creator, so thank you guys so much for all your support. Also, unfortunately, most of my watch time does come from people who are not subscribed, so it would mean a little extra to me, it would make me a little extra happy if you were to subscribe, if you're not already. So yeah, thank you so much. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Stan A.C.E, please stan A.C.E, and go stream. Please go stream higher. Okay, thank you guys so much. Bye bye.